Alright guys, hello and welcome to Astroneer. It's a brand new game that's out. It's actually in the pre-alpha build. I've been playing it for a little while now, and I've been confused with some of the things. I've had to go and look up online, do some research. So basically today, I'm going to give you a tutorial video just to get started. This one's just going to cover the basics. I'm probably going to do a few more after this to get more in depth with everything. Going from crafting, building things, exploring, how to use everything. Today is just going to be the basic of the basic. As you can see, this is how you start out. This is what you're going to be greeted with when you first load up the game. It's going to give you a bunch of different little astronauts to choose from. After you play, these will be all your save files if you have saved the game. So as you can see, I've tested it out a little bit. But for now, let's just start a new character and get right into it. Here we go, down to our planet in our little space shuttle, and your space shuttle is basically going to be like your home. It's what you build your base around. You can change your camera angle, look around and whatnot. And here we are in the middle of nowhere. And we have finally landed. Hit tab to get out, and here we are. So as you can see, just showed it, movement, walk around with WASD. I skipped that a little fast, but that's how you're going to move around, is WASD. I'll pull up this real quick, and it's really helpful. They build it in-game, but if you hit F1 when you're playing on computer, it'll actually show you how to move around and everything. So if you look right here on move, the very first one, you can see you move around your camera angle with the right mouse click. Yeah, right mouse click. I got my directions mixed up. Yeah, right mouse click. So if you click and hold, that's how you're going to look around everywhere around you. If we go back, W to move, it's WASD. Space to jump and shift to sprint. So, test that out. We'll walk around a little bit. And actually, it's telling me to pull out my terrain tool. So we'll do that. So we're going to hit E. And this is going to be our terrain tool. It's a nice little gun it pulls out. And this is basically how you're going to mine resources, build things, tunnel through things, explore, all that. So if we start walking around, you can see this blue tube's connected to me. That's going to be your oxygen. If you look on the back of my backpack right here, let me put this away with E so I can kind of point it out. If you go ahead and hit Q, it's going to bring up your backpack inventory. So at the very top, that blue line, that's going to be your oxygen levels. You always want to watch that. If your oxygen goes down to 0, you will start suffocating and you will die. In this game, oxygen depletes very quickly, so you got to watch it. There's different ways to get it when you're away from your ship, but when you first start out, that's the only way you're going to be supplied to oxygen. Right in the middle, these yellow bars are your power level for your terrain tool. So as you use it, you'll see them go down, and then you'll have to wait for them to recharge. They recharge very slowly, but there is ways to speed it up, but that's a little more, it's a little bit deeper into the game than we're going to get today. But let's start out. Let's grab our terrain tool. So very basic. We'll walk around, and I'll show you if I actually go away, my oxygen level should start decreasing. As you can see, it's going down. So let's walk around, let's walk over here, and let's use it out. So we're going to pull out E, and you can see the arrows are facing in. So when we use our left click, it's going to start digging into the world. Everywhere you go. So if we go over here, it's going to let us start digging all the way down. And as you can see, I'm already out of power. That's how quickly that's going to deplete. And our oxygen levels are about halfway gone. In fact, they are indeed 100% halfway gone. So let's go stand over here. Let's just stay hooked up to our oxygen for now while we're testing this. Okay, so now that we got some power back, the other controls you're going to use when you're using your terrain tool, if you hold control and you use it, it's kind of like a smoothing tool. It'll smooth everything out. And then if you hold Alt, it'll space it out, and that's how you're going to build up. And we're already out of power. So those are your basic functions with this. So as you can see, it's basically a big world of Play-Doh. You can shape it however you want. If you want to build a wall or a dome over your base, you can. Yeah, and that's basically it for the terrain tool. That's how you're going to use it. As you can see right here, dig terrain, terrain tool, control to flatten, or alt to add, which is basically building up. So now, as you can see on the back of our gun, I guess I'll have to keep it pulled out, but right here, there's stuff starting to come on it, and it's whenever I get some of this stuff, it'll start going towards that. So if we keep grabbing some of this, whatever it's going to be, it looks like little plants. So now if we go to our backpack and we inspect it, we have an organic resource. These 8 slots on your backpack are going to be all your storage. You can also store stuff on the sides up here, but that's generally used for other things that we'll get to a little bit later. But yeah, now we got this organic material. So there's that. If you walk over here, this is essential for helping you get started. If you're out away from your base exploring, and you're running low on oxygen, you come across this, you can actually start picking all this up. And as you can see, we now have oxygen. And you'll see my bar's not going down anymore, even though I'm away from my ship and I'm not connected. It's using these oxygen particles that we picked up. So whenever you see these, if you have room, I'd pick them up, because that way you don't have to be connected to your ship while you're walking around. Oh, right here it's telling us we have some resin. Here's another resource. The game helps you out in ways too. So like right here, it'll kind of point things out for you. So if we just use our general terrain tool, we start grabbing it, we're going to get some resin. Okay, we got a resin. Let's head back to our ship if I can find it. I already lost it. There it is. We'll head back here just so we're not using the oxygen we already picked up. So now if we go into our backpack and we look, we got this organic resource. Here's some of our oxygen we've been using. And I don't know if you can combine it. It doesn't look like you can. If we look at our resin that we just picked up, we're going to actually test something out with it. So if you come down here, at the very bottom of your backpack, you have, this is your basic crafting menu. So it'll tell you what's needed and what you can get from it. So if you have compound, you can make a solar panel, and you scroll through, lithium for a battery, compound needed for tethers, titanium needed for a tank, copper needed for generator, you know, all that, and you can just scroll through and look at all these. Sorry about that, I had a problem with my recording. I'm right back. So yeah, you go through the crafting, it'll tell you what you need for each of these, and this is just basic crafting. Eventually you'll move on to bigger things. If we go back into our F1 menu, so yeah, it shows you your oxygen, your power, crafting, all that. Oh, that's your power and oxygen. Here's your crafting right here. It tells you what you needed and what it produces, and then building and extending. So if you come over to your space shuttle, like I am, you can actually click on this little thing. As you see, it'll follow you around as you walk, but when you click on it, this is when you're going to start getting to a little bit bigger crafting, and it'll pull out. And now it's going to tell me I need some resin, which I believe we grabbed. So we'll take that, put it on there, and it's built it. Now it's going to tell us we need 2 more things of resin. So we're going to go back over here and just grab the rest of this. And when you guys are mining this stuff out, keep in mind that it shows on the surface, but it's not just the stuff on the surface. As you can see, it actually goes down for a little bit. So when you're mining it, make sure you look around. That way you can grab all of the resources right here. So now if we look, we got 2 more things of resin. Let's go throw them on our machine. Here we go. Sorry about the mic quality. This is the best mic I have. It's part of my headset. Hope it doesn't matter too much. So we're going to take our resin, place one here, place one here. I'm going to get out of the way a little bit because it built a nice big thing. And now this is where you get to bigger crafting, but we won't get into that right now. But it'll tell you exactly what you need. For a printer, you need copper. Research, you need more compound. Smelter, compound. Aluminum needed for a vehicle bay. And those are the things you can craft just off of that. And after we built this one, we just crafted this one. As you can see, another little one comes off, so you can continue the same process basically. So as we go out and explore, like you see over here, around the world you'll find things with arrows on it. It's another little helpful tool they included in it. And right next to it we have some compound, so we'll grab some of this and we'll grab some of this. So if we pull out this and we come up to this, if you just scroll over it and click on it, it'll excavate whatever's in here. So as you can see, this one is oxygen. This will give us all the oxygen we need while we're out here. And we're out of power. Of course. Just like I showed you guys earlier how we saw that oxygen on the ground, you will also find the same thing, but it will be goldish or yellow, and that's going to be power. So the same way it works where your oxygen stays up, it's just using these first, your power will stay all the way charged, it'll just use those first. So if we go over here, we'll do a basic craft. Start grabbing some of this compound. We already got one, and we got two. Let's just grab three, and I'm out of power. Give me three. Give me three. Perfect. So now we actually have something that we can craft with. So as you can see, compound is used for a couple different things. Used for beacon, used for solar, used for tethers, all that. We'll get into that next episode. As we go back to our shuttle, another quick little thing, I'm not too sure if this is the correct use, but if you guys are in need of storage and your backpack is full, you can start storing stuff on your shuttle, and if you've crafted one of these, you can actually store some of your stuff on here. That way you don't have to keep it all on your backpack. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this first basic episode. I just wanted to give you guys some of the basics, so that way when you start, you'll know kind of what you're doing and you get yourself started. Next episode, we'll get a little more advanced and start figuring some more things out. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And that's it. Peace out.